Y'all see how we stepping? We about that work. We about that. You loving this? Almost threw up again, but that was under an hour. I haven't hiked in like 5 days, guys. Last time I hiked, I twisted an ankle. It was very severe. A lot of ibuprofen, a lot of ice is what had to happen to get to this moment. Yo, what's up, you beautiful steppers? So the first thing you should know about Camelback Mountain is that it's located in Paradise Valley, Arizona, which is right next to Scottsdale, Arizona. They're like right here, right next to each other, okay? So the next thing you should know about Camelback is that it's a 2.5 mile hike. So it's 2.5 miles and you're going up and back. Like it's literally you're going up and back. I like that, but we'll get into more about what I like about Camelback in a second, all right? Now, lastly, and really most important, Camelback Mountain is rated a hard difficulty level, which means that it's one of the hardest hikes inside the actual Phoenix metro area. So inside the Phoenix metro area, you got a lot of mountains, a lot of trails, but Camelback Mountain is one of the hardest ones, all right? Even though it's located kind of right outside of the Phoenix area, but you get what I'm saying. Now, let's get into the parking. When you are riding up to Camelback Mountain, guys, you can see some footage right here. And also, if you're interested in just getting right to the Camelback Mountain hike itself, skip this and click that link up there and also link in the description. But as far as parking, my best bet for you, because the parking lot fills up very fast, my best bet is that you can park at the Marriott Hotel, which is very close to the hike itself, probably about a 15-minute walk. Or there's another hotel, or another resort actually, and the name is escaping me right now, but there's another resort, and I'll show it, put it up there, that you guys can park at. That's the one I always parked at. And if you actually hike the mountain under 2 hours, so if you get back to your car under 2 hours, then you get to park there free. But after 2 hours, after like an hour and a half, it costs. So I hiked the mountain under an hour. You can see that again by checking it out. Steps and Sessies 2.5. All right, now 2 things I like best, 2 things I like worse, and also we'll get into the stepper rating, which means that what do I believe that just the rating of the mountain is. And lastly, well, second to last, we'll go ahead and give you guys the essentials, everything you need to know when you are hiking Camelback Mountain. What do you need to have, what you need to wear, all those little things. And then we'll end it off about what excited me most about hiking in itself. If you even care, stick around to the end, you'll figure out my whole little backstory about hiking. But in the meantime, welcome to the journey. Let's get right into it. So the thing I like best about Camelback Mountain is the fact that it's a steep hike, guys. Like, for me, I like steep hikes. So I like the fact that you're going up, coming down, and you're literally like, it's a full training session. So you're training, you got your headphones in, passing people. Like, it's a whole vibe. So I like that about it. But speaking on the people, that leads me to the second point that I really enjoy the most about Camelback. For myself, truthfully, the thing I enjoy most about Camelback is the people. So it's a few other hikes that kind of equates to it, but really there's only one other hike in the Phoenix metro area that equates to Camelback. The amount of people that are on Camelback makes you feel like it's like you're hiking with people, but like you get to use them as like checkpoints too. Like if you're like in it for training purposes, then you can gauge how fast you're going based on seeing somebody else ahead of you, and then you can decide if you want to pass them or how fast do you want to pass them. It's like a game, guys. It's like a race car game, except you're hiking. So I like that part of it. It's not for everybody, but that's something that I like about it. So my 2 favorite things about Camelback Mountain are, for one, I like the steepness, guys. I like how steep it is. I like the fact that I'm able to go up and come back down and basically go full speed the whole time. To me, like that's amazing. But for you, it could not be the case. But also, number 2 for me is the amount of people. Camelback is not a secluded hike. It's not something that you get to walk and, you know what I'm saying, just take a little walk in the park and chill. Nah, it ain't that. It's something where you are literally have people all around you and you're saying like, excuse me, you're running through them. Guys, it's a whole vibe. Again, check out Steps and Sets Season 2.5 for all the hikes and all the type of stuff you like to see it yourself. I immerse you into the experience. Now, 2 things that are my least favorite, I won't say that I hate because I actually like everything about it, but I say my non-favorite is the fact that personally, I love the well, actually I'd say this, it's the lack of parking. Let's get to this moment. But we got some fellow steppers out here waiting in line, so I ain't gonna hold them up. I did what I did. I said what I said. You know what it is. Get to stepping. It's the second leg. I ain't gonna hold these guys up. I got you. She worrying about. I got you. Chill out, shorty. Let's start with lack of parking. The lack of parking that comes with hiking Camelback is really, I don't understand it. I feel like they should make it bigger. Like there's other parking lots that are bigger, but when you look in the area, it's due to the amount of houses and stuff. But either way, that's one of my non-favorite things, lack of parking, which doesn't really count to the trail itself. It's worth mentioning that right now I'm talking about Echo Canyon Trail, right? Because there's two different sides. So the other side is Cholla Trail. Now Cholla Trail, I got some pictures up there for you guys. Cholla Trail is something way, way different. Like it's way, way different. It's way different, all right? So Cholla Trail, you're putting yourself in a situation where you are literally like have to like tightrope. I'm like imagining right now and I'm sweating. My hands are sweating thinking about it, guys. It's one of the scariest hikes I've ever done. I've done it one time, but I did not go all the way to the top of Camelback Mountain via Cholla Trail. I did it via Echo Trail. Echo Trail is real fun. It's just a fun vibe. It's a workout type of vibe. It gets serious. As you can see, I threw up. Blueberries. Things go crazy right there, right? It get crazy out there. But when it comes to Cholla Trail, that's just, hey, y'all can have that. All y'all extreme hikers, y'all can have that. It's not for me. If you other steppers out there know what I'm talking about, it's a major difference. So those are my two non-favorite things about Camelback Mountain. It's Cholla Trail and it's the lack of parking, okay? So guys, what's the stepper rating overall for Camelback Mountain? The overall stepper rating for Camelback Mountain, if I say so myself, I gotta put it at an 8.8. So going on a scale of out of 10, I have to say Camelback Mountain is easily an 8.8, just because the fact that you get to go all the way up and all the way down, the amount of people, and also the only thing that stops it from being a 10, only speaking on the canyon, the Echo side, the only thing that stops it is the parking. That's for me. The parking was straight, like it literally is. It's an amazing trail because it's one of those things where you can do it in the afternoon, like you just get a great workout in. So that's why I really love it, guys. But that's me. So again, 8.8 out of 10 is the stepper rating for Camelback Mountain. All right. So now let's get into yourself, the essentials that you need when you're hiking Camelback Mountain. Really, when you hike any, well, I won't say any, because Camelback ain't just any type of hike. You gotta slow down, put some respect on their name. All right. So the essentials, guys, unless you are really like just like going for intense training purposes. So if you're going for intense training purposes, right? If you're going out there to go running and anything crazy, unless you're doing that, then you need to bring water in a backpack. So when you watch me hiking through the mountains in Arizona, I don't have water. I don't bring water. I don't bring a backpack because I was training. So I was training for Steps to Success Season 1 and Steps to Success Season 2. I was literally in full training mode, so there's no water involved because I'm trying to do it as fast as possible. Now, if you're not used to hiking, I don't recommend that you do not bring water. I recommend you do bring water, right? And I recommend you bring yourself a little snack, maybe some blueberries. So maybe you bring yourself a little blueberries, and the reason why you want to bring some blueberries is because you don't want to bring a snack that will make you dehydrated. So dehydrated snacks, what are the examples? You know what those are? Peanuts, sunflower seeds, anything that don't add some hydration. Now, blueberries is great, but unfortunately I had a little accident. But the reason why is that's just me as a person. But blueberries are really a great snack for yourself on a hike. That's just what I have to say. Or apple. Apples are really good too. Also, guys, I would say in that backpack, at least have a liter of water. Like, you want to at least have a liter of water. Again, I didn't have water because I was thoroughly training. But when you're doing that, there was times where I was like, damn, I wish I had some water. So there were times that I literally, like, I needed water. I needed water, but I just didn't have it. So I was over there swallowing my spit. I was swallowing my spit and stuff. So I would feel like for yourself, definitely bring water, unless you're really used to it, unless you're doing it for intense training, okay? Now, last and I would say not least, make sure that you bring hat and glasses, and I would say hiking shoes, okay? So some people, I've seen people hike mountains without hiking shoes. To you, I like salute to you, hats off to you. Personally, I don't recommend it, although I do some crazy movements and I'm out there, I'm getting to it. One of the reasons I'm getting to it is because I have hiking shoes on, right? So it's like if you're playing football, if you're, you can't play football without cleats, right? No different than basketball. Like, you shouldn't be playing basketball, actual basketball, in your, Timberlands or some boots. You should be playing your basketball in some gym shoes. some Jordans or something like that, right? Same with Josh, you shouldn't go running in boots. So everything has their thing, and for myself, I fully recommend that you get yourself some hiking shoes. You're gonna be like one of your best investments ever, especially if you really enjoy hiking. Like, that leads me to the final thing, all right? So once you got everything, all you gotta do now is get to stepping. You got everything you need, get to stepping. Now, as far as really enjoying hiking, myself, I came from, you know, just close your eyes and imagine this for a second. I came from the Midwest, being Cincinnati, Ohio, where there was just flat and there was nothing but just greenery, and that's just basically that was the scenery. To me, at 21 years old, hopped in a car and decided to go to Arizona. Now open up your eyes, and what you'll see is huge mountains. I'm talking about huge mountains, guys, like huge. Like, the scenery where I'm at right now is beautiful, but I'm talking about like mountains bigger than those, you know what I'm saying? You see that back there. It's bigger than those buildings, right? So a plane flying though, like the mountains were bigger than the planes, all right? Higher than the planes. That being said, it excited me. I was so inspired by the landscape. I was so inspired that I just wanted people to really like feel and immerse themselves into the environment. Like, how I wanted people to feel how it felt when I went on a hike. I started from being so scared, guys, to do hikes, to me literally mastering hikes. And you see, if you watch Steps to Success season 1 or 2, or 3 really, or season 2 or 2.5, you'll be able to see how I'm actually hiking. I didn't start off like that. I was like literally scared, guys. So that being said, the biggest thing that I wanted is to immerse you, the stepper, the viewer, the audience, into the hiking experience. And I believe that I succeeded with that. I know I succeeded with it because I didn't know how to do it, then I thought about it, and then it came to me. So that being said, on Steps to Success season 1, if you'd like to check it out, I give you guys aerial footage of the hikes, and also you get the GoPro point of view footage. And that is involved deeper into my life story, backstory, the journey thus far. And that's what Steps to Success season 1, or Steps to Success season 2 is, excuse me. Steps to Success season 2.5, the performance, is about how fast I'm able to do the hike. So you're able to actually see how fast I'm doing the hike. Which for me, I mean, if you really like hiking and stuff like that, something that I would recommend you checking out. Every time I watch it, I really enjoy it because it like I froze that period of time, right? So right now I'm out here in Florida, and beautiful scenery. I'm inspired by this scenery in different ways as well. You guys heard the music and everything that's going on with the digital media company Steps to Success and with the artist S2. So that being said, Florida has inspired me, but from a physical perspective, Arizona inspired me so much that when I watch those hikes, I still feel, I feel the energy like of what I was doing. You good, take your time. Giving me a break.
I just don't want you to fall on me.
All good.
I
still feel it. So I still enjoy Arizona. All good.
You okay?
You good, yes sir? You good, you good, you good. Think about Arizona, it was a great time, but I was able to capture that moment in time and experience it with you steppers out there. So no matter where you're at over the world, you can be in the Arctics, it can be snowing outside, it can be wherever. You can always experience hiking, right? You may be somebody that you're not physically capable of hiking, whatever it is. You can experience it through Steps to Success, through the journey. I like to say welcome to the journey, guys. If you are new to the journey, welcome. If you have been on the journey, then I appreciate you. And most of all, you beautiful steppers out there, until next time, as always, just get to stepping.